Kia ora all, this is the English Department's guide to picking courses for Year 11 for 2022. As you guys will know, it is compulsory to take at least 2 English courses in Year 11. Luckily, there is lots of choice which we're going to go through in this video. All of the courses have NCEA credits in them, and all of them can count generally towards your literacy requirements. The first course we're going to look at is the War and Conflict course, 11 ENC. The War and Conflict course is a thematic course looking at a variety of texts around the theme of war and conflict. There are films, short stories, novels, and other types of texts centered around this theme. The main assessment for this theme is looking at connecting these texts together and exploring what you learn from them. There is a lot of freedom here. For example, you may look at Holocaust war texts, or perhaps the Vietnam War, or any other recent wars that you find interesting. This course does, however, clash with 11 E&M, the Myths and Legends course, so ideally you would not take both of those courses together as they offer the same standard, and therefore you will be able to achieve less credits. The next course we're looking at is the Documentary course in English. The Documentary course is a course involving looking at research and literacy skills. So what we end up doing is looking at a range of issues around the world, current and past issues, and then you have a choice to go and research your own issue and write a report about that. The next course is the World of Horror, 11 E and H. The World of Horror deals with things beyond our world. Think ghosts, vampires, and magic. The course goes through a variety of texts centered around this theme. This would include films, short stories, novels, and poetry. You finish the semester by creating your own visual text showcasing your knowledge of this horror. By a visual text, we often mean creating things like a poster or a short trailer or things like that. The next course is the Myths and Legends course. The Myths and Legends course looks at legends and myths from across ancient cultures and thinking about why they existed in the first place. That means looking at myths from Greece, Rome, Māori, and Pacifica, as well as other areas. Similar to the War course, the Myth course looks at drawing connections between myths and figuring out what you have learnt from this. There is a mix of visual and written text in this course, meaning you will study short stories, poems, films, and novels within this course. This course does clash with the War course, so, like I said before, you will not be able to, or it is not advised to take these 2 courses together. The next course is our Loving Literature course, the Reading course, or 11 E&R. This semester is an independent course looking at expanding your love of reading. You'll be able to read a variety of different texts, short texts, poems, novels, and other texts, and look into the meaning of these texts and respond to them on a personal level. Some texts will be teacher selected, but the large majority will be student selected. This means that our love of reading is an absolute must, as there is a high expectation of your own personal reading to fulfill this course. This course can sometimes be a good selection for students who have come from the enrichment programs. However, it is not limited to just these students. The only limitation is that you must have a love of reading. The next course is Wherefore Shakespeare, or 11 ENS. For any of those who love Shakespeare, this is a good course to take. You will get to explore some of his plays and poems and learn about why, despite being written nearly half a millennia ago, his texts are still relevant today. The final assessment for this looks at a speech in the form of a short dramatic monologue. The next course is Literature in Te Ao Māori, or 11 E&T. This course examines how Māori literature written in English explores our history, giving us a unique worldview on New Zealand. The class studies the text together, selects our text together, and uses our tikanga to guide our learning time. There are a lot of opportunities to explore communication through reading, writing, speaking, and listening. At the end of the course, you will produce an oral text speaking about your findings to your class. The next course is the Write Stuff, or the Writing course, otherwise known as 11 ENW. This is a course dedicated to creative and formal writing. You get to learn how to express yourself and persuade people of your opinion in new ways. Throughout the semester, you learn to write both in creative formats and formal writing formats. The assessment looks at taking a piece and producing it of either creative writing or formal writing, depending on your own personal preference. This course does have a very clear focus on spelling and grammar, as this is crucial to being successful for the NCEA level. Like the reading course, the writing course can be a good option for our enrichment students. However, you do not have to have come from the enrichment classes to take this course. Again, the only requirement is that you must love writing and must be ready to proofread your work to a high standard. The last course is the Dystopian English course, 11E and Y. The Dystopian English course looks at what is a utopia and what is a dystopia. In the course, we look at a variety of texts that explore worlds gone wrong and worlds gone bad. We look at texts that are written, visual, and oral, both short and long. We end up deciding what are the characteristics of dystopian societies and then think about how that applies to the world around us. Like many of the courses, the course studies a novel, film, short texts, and other various forms. The final assessment looks at showcasing your knowledge of film and visual language through close viewing. The last course is the Literacy in English course, or 11E in LA and 11E in LB. This is a course designed to support students who might need a little bit of more time and a little bit more one-on-one time with a teacher to build up their literacy. Through the course, we look at how to solve problems and work cooperatively together through a range of projects. Each term has a project focus, and through this you can create, view, and explore a range of texts. Students are assessed internally through the Literacy Unit Standard package, so not an achievement standard. There is an exit and entry point for this course at both semester changeovers. This means you may take literacy for one term, or you may take it for the whole year. You can take it in either semester. You do need to pass all 3 unit standards in the course around speaking, writing, and reading to gain the level 1 literacy. The course is not open to students for selection. However, your teacher may select this course for you and discuss it with you. If you think you may need extra support in your English before you reach your full years of NCEA, it is worth discussing this with your current teacher to get their advice. To summarize, you have to take at least 2 courses in English. You can choose from 11E and C, War and Conflict, 11E and D, the documentary course, 11E and H, the World of Horror, 11E and M, Myths and Legends, 11E and R, the reading course, 11E and S, the Shakespeare course, 11E and T, Literature in Te Ao Māori, 11E and W, the Right Stuff, and 11E and Y, the Dystopian course. From this as well, it is worth noting that your teacher may guide you into the literacy courses for either a full year or a semester. Again, if you think you may need to take these courses for your own education, you need to discuss this with your teacher so that they can help to guide you into the right courses. If you have any questions, it is best to ask your current teacher about courses before you go picking. Make sure you read the course information ideas carefully on the course selection page. Finally, your teacher is best to help give you any more ideas on the courses. Enjoy looking through the courses and enjoy making your picks, and we'll see you all in 2022.